Let's do it.
Bro, what are we going to do when the season finishes?
Well, you gotta.
I realize that's literally all I do these days is watch footy.
Yeah, I have an appreciation for other sports.
Yeah, same.
So I've been getting this. I never thought I'd ever say this, but I've been getting to the Formula One recently.
Really?
Yeah,
You're getting into motorsport.
yeah, and I thought the idea of it was the stupidest thing in the whole world because I thought, how is this any of this entertaining? Mate, I love it.
It's the best. It's absolutely great.
I love it. I watched the Ricardo win it last night, also Sunday night. Watched him win it, man. And I'm watching. I'm like, mate, this is hectic. Like he's killing it. It was so good.
He's a great driver, man.
Yeah, he's a freak, man. He almost cucked it, bro. It was the cannon on top of the other one, mate. It was again someone with no knowledge of it. I was like, what? I was watching on. But yeah, like stuff like that. So you get into Formula One. Yeah,
October's a good month because you have the grand final. And then straight after the grand final for you baseball fans out there, we have final season.
Oh, yeah.
Series pop up.
Yeah, NFL started this week.
And then NFL started this week. Mate, these Broncos.
Mate, we go undefeated.
Denver Broncos, bro, 1-0.
Mate, that's probably... Have we gone undefeated in a preseason before?
In a long time, no. Not in a long time, man. We've had some bad years. Bro, Von Miller... probably the greatest defensive player in the game, took last year off.
Yeah, we sucked last year.
Recoup, this, that.
But every club I support in any franchise, they all suck.
Well, Broncos don't anymore, bro, so we're good.
Well, Denver sucked for the last couple of years. Canterbury Bulldogs suck. Arsenal, rubbish. Chicago Bulls,
horrendous.
Ridiculous, mate. Like, it's just but then I turned myself to cricket. I'm like, you know what? Australia aren't that bad.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to now. So now cricket will come up. Mate, but yeah, there's so much to get involved in. But
are we going to be able to go to 2020s? I love the Big Bash, bro.
Yeah, Big Bash is the best. I think we will be able to. At the moment, the crowd capacity is about 5,000.
Dead set, 5,000.
Like vaxxed and this is.
Yeah.
It'll be 5,000 people. But that's the plan. But look, as I said,
there's nothing like the Sydney Derby, though, bro.
Yeah, Sixers Thunder is always fun.
Oh, mate. Speaking of rubbish teams, Thunder.
Hey?
Speaking of rubbish teams, Thunder.
Yeah, they don't have the best of years, but we're gonna start building nicely. I just miss Shane Watson for us. Shane Watson was incredible for us when he played at the back end of his career. It was gun. I'm looking forward to the Ashes coming up soon. I know Tim Payne's had some.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be a good summer of sport, bro.
It's going to be good. It's always good, man, but it's not the same. Like, you want rugby league week in, week out, no breaks. Yeah. I think it'll be interesting to see how – I'm actually very keen to see how NRL and AFL and all those sports will go into next year because everyone has to be double jabbed. But my concern is I still don't want to see these juniors suffering. Like, I don't want to see these junior development, like these junior leagues in any sport, soccer and all that, AFL league, all suffer because – there's still the threat that they can lock down LGAs and lock down.
That's the question. Like, are they going to open that up next year or no? Is there any talks about bringing up these juniors? Because, mate, it's destroying the future of the game at the moment.
Yeah. It's destroying the future of every game, of every sport, and it sucks. It's garbage. Yeah. But I think Vlandis and Abdo will probably have a sit down and come to a realization that they all have to get double jabbed. Like, every player coming through the grades. I think from as early as jersey flag and SG ball, so 14, 15, you have to get jabbed if you want to be in the NRL system, in the footy system, and then have to come through your ranks.
Yeah, wow. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and there's a lot of players as well, bro, that are at the moment that are actually like full anti-vaxxers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like your Josh Papali'i, your Bryce Cartwrights. It's all public information, so I'm not like breaking some new news here, but there's a lot of them of extreme anti-vaxxers, and like they wouldn't do vaccines prior to COVID, like any vaccine that were against it, they had their reasons, and it's up to them. But it'll be interesting for them how they're going to go in.
Because it's interesting because this is where the business side of things comes into it. They're on contracts, and is there a stipulation in the contract that talks about medical facilitation? Because if that's the case, and there is, then maybe the NRL has a case.
Yeah, look, I'm sure they'd work something around it, but. All these players have different types of players have come out in general, and they've all said, look, we're not going to get vaxxed for this reason, and then it just causes like unnecessary.
It causes the drama. It causes the whole this and that. And it's interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Like, because I know everyone's all about the vax now and like get the 80%, whatever it is. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in like 3-4 months' time. Like when this is all behind us, like the whole hype of it, and see how the future rolls out.
Yeah, I just think it should be back to normal. But and I'm only talking it from a sport perspective, where
Like,
there's like I don't feel good.
Hold on, before we do, listen, ladies and gents, we're not professionals in any way, shape, or form. We know what we're talking about. Hey, you're going to tell me you know the medical behind all these vaxxers and all these coronavirus and this and that and the other? Please, this is just our opinion. We're not telling you to get vaxxed. We're not telling you not to get vaxxed. We're just talking.
Do whatever you want.
Bro, if we don't say that, bro, you know how many people are going to come after us?
Bring it on.
I love that. I love the hate comments. Yeah, go.
No. But I know what you're saying. But I think my concern like is the future of like these juniors that are coming out. And I think Phil Gould came out with an idea, like a proposal idea for like a summer comp for those juniors that didn't get to play this year.
That would be great. Sort of like NBA.
Yeah, it'd be gone. But the problem is the NRL are currently spending $15 million a month. To have all 16 teams locked up in a bubble and all that. So to do a summer comp and with all juniors and how they're going to restrict them and like we're talking juniors, but we're talking like as little as like 17.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is like you see it in the game, it's suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like it's suffering because it doesn't have it.
Yeah,
it needs it, bro. And because what's happening is these kids are coming into the game and coaches are having to teach them basics of NRL that they would have learned in the junior system. They have to teach them the basics when they're at first grade.
Yeah. And it's hard, bro. Like these, and what the hard part is they're training all off season. They're busting their chops, in the off season to get right, to get their bodies right. And then just to stay fit, even though there's no competition for them, mate, it's crap. Like it's hard, bro. It's rough.
Stato.